So what's on the first couple's to-do list today?
Well, we've got the pageantry, Chung-Lei, out of the way now. The official welcome's over, and it's down to business for President Xi and UK Prime Minister David Cameron. Among a series of deals the two leaders will sign, apart from that huge nuclear power plant agreement that's on the agenda for today, there'll be an announcement that's good news for Chinese nationals wishing to become tourists over here in Britain, because the UK Prime Minister is going to be announcing new cheaper visas for those wanting to come and visit Britain here, eyeing a bigger share of China's rapidly growing tourist market. A Chinese tourist typically spends just over $4,000 on a single visit to the UK, Chung-Lei, totaling around $750 million being pumped into the British economy annually. And the numbers are rapidly expanding, doubling in the last 5 years. In their entirety, the President and the UK Prime Minister will be discussing business worth in the region of $45 billion in a range of industries. Among other initiatives, a $500 million partnership in the creative and technology industry, including agreement with the manufacturer of James Bond's favourite motor, Aston Martin, currently developing a new electric sports car, Chung-Lei.
Yes, we've got cars, we've got Legoland, we've got easier visas, so it's all very exciting. But one of the major events for today will be President Xi Jinping's visit to the City of London, the UK's financial centre. Tell us about that.
Well, yes, indeed. The President will be making a keynote speech to the city tonight. All ears will be tuned to detecting any clues as to how the President envisages London's financial centre working with the Chinese government more closely in the task of internationalising the Chinese currency, the renminbi. For the UK, trading in the renminbi would cement the City of London's position as Europe's and arguably the world's paramount financial centre. This state visit is the product of 3 years' work by the British government and the Chinese government in further improving financial ties to China on an equal footing to attracting ever greater investment into the UK from China. The UK is the favoured destination for Chinese capital in Europe, but the UK Prime Minister views that believes that there is an even greater potential existing. However, Chung-Lei, the big deal today will be that signing by President Xi and Prime Minister Cameron for investment in Britain's first nuclear power plant in 2 decades, and I know that you have more details on that.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much for joining us, and that was Richard Bestig joining us live out of London.